Stop everything right now because what I'm about to tell you will shake the foundation of the NFL as we know it. I've got insider information, sources deep within league circles, and what I'm about to reveal will blow your mind. It's about a superstar, a top-tier elite player who could be heading to one of the most storied franchises in the league. This isn't just a rumor. It's a game-changing move, one that could alter the entire landscape of the 2026 NFL season. Trust me, this is not a drill. The front offices are scrambling, phones are ringing off the hook, and secret meetings are happening in places you wouldn't even imagine. I've learned that the Dallas Cowboys, a team with a long history of building dynasties, are making a bold, perhaps even historic push for this player. Confidential sources within the organization have confirmed that a deal is on the table, and the talks are intense. But here's the kicker, nobody knows for sure if it will happen. Yet the signs are pointing to something massive brewing behind the scenes. Just imagine the chaos if this goes down. The Cowboys, who have been desperately searching for that missing piece to push them back into Super Bowl contention, appear to be on the verge of pulling off a move that could define their franchise for decades. Now, before I drop the name, I need you to understand the context, the backdrop of what's happening in Dallas right now. This team, no matter how storied, has been stuck in neutral for the past few seasons. They've had flashes of brilliance, but the consistency, the star power, the game-changing talent, it's just not been enough. Their playoff drought has stretched into back-to-back disappointing years, and the fan base is restless. Man, the once proud franchise is hungry for a splash, a game-changer that gets them back to the top. In recent seasons, the Cowboys have been trying everything. Coaching changes, roster tweaks, draft picks, signings, but still, something's missing. Their secondary has been a concern, especially in pass coverage, and it's glaring when you look at their recent stats. They allowed 57 completions of 20 or more yards in 2025, which ranked 7th most in the league. That kind of vulnerability against deep passes has become a glaring weakness, especially with defenses tightening every year. The defensive line is solid, but the secondary has been a sieve in key moments. Their offense, with Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb leading the way, is good, but to compete with the best, they need that extra gear on defense. A shutdown corner, a game-wrecker in the backfield who can change the course of a game with a single play. The need is urgent, man. Reports from the offseason reveal that the front office has been working behind the scenes non-stop. They've had secret meetings, encrypted calls, private jets flying out to somewhere, all in pursuit of that one missing piece. They've been scouting, analyzing, and watching film. Every move they've made has been with an eye toward upgrading the defense, specifically the secondary. The Cowboys have been searching for months, trying to find someone who can lock down the league's best receivers, someone who can elevate their entire secondary and make the defense a feared unit again. And then, out of nowhere, the whispers started. Rumors circulating about a star cornerback from Seattle, a player who just finished the 2025 season with a championship ring on his finger, but whose future with his current team seems uncertain. A player who's only 26 years old, built like a skyscraper at 6'5", with blazing speed and elite athleticism. The kind of player that, if you had the chance, you'd move heaven and earth to acquire. The kind of player who could instantly transform a defense and turn a franchise's fortunes around. That's all I can tell you for now because the real bombshell is about to drop. Fast forward to the moment the Cowboys brass finally found him. Yes, I'm talking about the one and only Woolen. No, I'm not joking. This is not a drill. The Seahawks star cornerback, fresh off a season of ups and downs but still a legitimate top-tier talent, could very well be wearing the iconic navy and silver very soon. And trust me when I say this, the implications are enormous. The Cowboys are willing to go all in, dropping big chips on the table for a player that can change the entire trajectory of their defense. Now, let's get under the hood and really understand why this move makes so much sense. Woolen, at just 26 years old, has built a reputation as one of the most physically gifted corners in the league. Standing tall at 6'5", with arms that seem to stretch forever, he possesses elite speed that makes him a true deep threat defender. His measurable attributes are off the charts, the kind of length and athleticism that scouts salivate over. In 2025, despite some inconsistencies, Woolen finished with 41 tackles, 12 passes defensed, and 1 interception. You might think that stat line isn't eye-popping, but beneath the surface, his talent is undeniable. For real, no cap, this guy has been a game-changer from the moment he stepped into the league. In his rookie year in 2022, Woolen was nothing short of spectacular. Starting all 17 games, he amassed 63 tackles, 16 passes defensed, and a league-leading 7 interceptions, earning him a spot on the Pro Football Writers of America All-Rookie Team and a Pro Bowl selection in his first season. That's rare, bro. It's rare for a fifth-round pick to come in and dominate like that, especially at cornerback. His ability to cover man-to-man, recover, high-point the ball, and red plays has made him one of the most promising young defenders in the league. Even in 2023, he added 2 more interceptions and 38 solo tackles, showing that he's only getting better. He continued that trend in 2024, starting 29 of 30 games, tying for the team lead with 3 interceptions and leading in passes defensed with 14. That's the kind of production that makes general managers dream big. And let's not forget the postseason. Woolen played a key role in the Seahawks Super Bowl run, playing 49 of 71 defensive snaps in the biggest game, proving he can perform under pressure. His interception of a pass thrown to the legendary Tom Brady on February 18, 2026, made NFL history, the only player to make an interception thrown to Brady. That's the kind of clutch, game-changing play employers dream of. Now, you may wonder why the Cowboys are so willing to make this move. Well, the answer is simple. Woolen's market value is sky-high, projected to fetch a big deal in free agency, and the Cowboys see him as the perfect fit. His skill set aligns precisely with what they need to take their defense to the next level. They're not just acquiring a talented corner. They're bringing in a player who can cover the league's best receivers, shut down deep threats, and give their defense the swagger it's been missing. Think about the impact. When you pair Woolen with their existing secondary, they instantly become a nightmare for opposing offenses. He would replace some of the less consistent coverage players, and his length and explosiveness would allow them to play more aggressive pressman schemes. The Cowboys have been searching for a true shutdown corner to complement their pass rush. Woolen fits that mold perfectly. And I can tell you, folks, that this is not just speculation. The interest from Dallas is real, and sources close to the negotiations suggest that the talks are moving fast. The Cowboys are prepared to make a splash, a statement move that says, "We're back, and we mean business. Buy me a coffee, support my work, guys. I know the NFL is all about the biggest stories, but I do this because I genuinely love uncovering secrets, sharing the truth, and keeping you guys ahead of the curve. YouTube has demonetized a lot of channels lately, and I'm supporting my family and my autistic son with this. Please consider supporting me on Buy Me a Coffee if you love this content. Every donation helps me keep bringing you exclusives, in-depth analysis, and the facts straight. Back to the story. Behind the scenes, the NFL's best teams are circling. The Giants, the Eagles, even the Packers, they're all watching this unfold. Rumors suggest that rival teams are trying to block this move, offering counter deals or making pitches to Woolen directly. The Seahawks front office is listening, weighing options, but the moment the Cowboys' offer came in, it was clear this was a different level of interest. The entire league is buzzing because, for real, this isn't just about a player changing teams. It's about a franchise rewriting its identity with one bold move. Sources say the Cowboys GM, Jerry Jones, is working in the shadows, making a strategic masterstroke. He's known for that, always lurking, always scheming, and this could be his crowning achievement. He's probably already calculating how Woolen would fit into their scheme, how he would complement their existing roster, and what kind of contract it would take to seal the deal. The numbers are staggering, and the clauses could be astronomical: performance bonuses, incentives, even guaranteed money in the hundreds of millions. All designed to ensure that Woolen doesn't just sign, but becomes a cornerstone of their Super Bowl plan. This brings us to the financial side of things. The Cowboys are creative when it comes to cap management, and they're known for structuring deals that maximize value. Woolen's market value makes him a prime candidate for a long-term, big-money extension, but the real question is how they'll fit his deal into their cap. They could front-load some of the salary, include signing bonuses, and spread out payments over several years to keep their flexibility intact. With a cap that's projected to rise, the Cowboys could afford to push some money into future years. while still landing Woolen now. They might even set up performance bonuses that could pay him upwards of $10 million if he hits certain targets, like Pro Bowls, All-Pro selections, or sacks, if that's part of the deal. Imagine Woolen in that Dallas Cowboys secondary. A team with a storied history, elite coaching staff, and now, perhaps, the single player who can make it all come together again. This move, if it happens, will not only boost their chances of winning the NFC East but could catapult them into the Super Bowl conversation. With Prescott leading the offense, CeeDee Lamb catching everything in sight, and Woolen shutting down the league's best receivers, this could be the ultimate recipe for greatness. It's a bold step, no doubt, but in today's NFL, you don't win by playing it safe. As the clock ticks down, the next 48 hours will be crucial. The league is watching, fans are holding their breath, and the Dallas Cowboys are preparing to make a statement. This isn't just a rumor. This is the spectacle of a lifetime. The Cowboys are on the verge of rewriting history, and it all hinges on one question. Will they get it done? That's where I stand, and I promise to keep you updated every step of the way. Buy me a coffee, support my work, guys. Like I said, YouTube has demonetized my channel, and I'm just trying to support my family and my autistic son. Your support means the world. Please consider buying me a coffee. Every little bit helps keep the truth coming to you straight, no matter how wild or unbelievable it is. And now, drumroll please, because the moment you've been waiting for is here. The name that's been echoing in league circles, whispered in back channels, and now confirmed by multiple sources. Rick Woolen. Yes, the Seattle Seahawks star cornerback. Bro, this could be the deal of the century. This is what the NFL dreams about. Superstar talent, explosive athleticism, a proven winner, and a guy who can change the entire fabric of a franchise. Let's get into the details because Woolen is not just some random addition. This dude is a game changer, a future Hall of Famer in the making. We're talking about a player who finished the 2025 season with 41 tackles, 12 passes defensed, and a career-low 1 interception. But don't let that number fool you. His impact on the field is way more than the stats suggest. His ability to read plays, stick to receivers, and contest passes is elite. His physical profile is unmatched. At 6'5" with blazing speed and incredible length, Woolen is a matchup nightmare. Opposing quarterbacks fear throwing his way because he's capable of making game-swinging plays, like that historic interception thrown to Tom Brady in February. That's the kind of clutch player Dallas is craving. His rookie year in 2022 saw him explode onto the scene. Starting all 17 games, Woolen racked up 63 tackles, 16 passes defensed, and a league-leading 7 interceptions. Bro, that's not just good, that's historic for a 5th-round pick. He was immediately recognized by the league, earning a Pro Bowl nod and earning a spot on the PFWA All-Rookie team. It was clear from day one that Woolen had rare talent. Over the next 2 seasons, he built on that foundation. His 2024 campaign was solid, 29 starts, tied for the team lead with 3 interceptions, and leading with 14 passes defensed. He even sealed a game in Week 17 with a crucial interception against the Bears. Now, if the Cowboys land him, they get a player who's already proven he can impact games at the highest level. The NFL is a game of matchups, and Woolen's presence would make life miserable for the league's best receivers. Think about it. With his size, speed, and instincts, Woolen can blanket the top targets, jump routes, and turn the tide in critical moments. His contract situation is set to explode in free agency, meaning the Cowboys might be willing to pay top dollar to secure his services. The market value for Woolen in 2026 is projected to be among the highest for corners in the league, and Dallas is prepared to pay it. They see his potential as a cornerstone for their defense. This isn't just about getting a great player, though. It's about making a statement. The Cowboys are tired of being in the middle of the pack, tired of falling short in big moments. They want their swagger back, their dominance. Woolen, in Dallas colors, represents that change. Imagine him lining up across from the league's best, disrupting routes, making plays in clutch situations, and helping Dallas finally reclaim their rightful place among NFL elite. I've spoken to NFL authority figures who say that Woolen's addition could elevate Dallas to a whole new level, transforming that defense into one of the most feared units in football. Remember, this guy won a Super Bowl with Seattle and he's just 26. The best years are still ahead of him, and rumor has it, the Cowboys might be the team to unlock his full potential. But let me tell you, behind all this excitement, there's a shadow of drama. There are rival teams trying to block this deal. The Seahawks, knowing how valuable Woolen is, are reportedly weighing offers, and some league insiders believe that Seattle might try to stay firm, hoping to keep him or get a lucrative return. But Dallas's front office, led by Jerry Jones himself, is known for pulling off dramatic negotiations, and they might just have the chips to close this deal. The negotiations involve complex financial structures, incentives, and performance bonuses. Could Woolen earn upwards of $10 million just in bonus clauses? Most definitely. The Cowboys' brain trust is known for laying out lucrative packages to attract stars, especially those who can change everything. Imagine the scene. Jerry Jones sitting in his mansion, strategizing, making calls, flipping through contracts, all with the end goal of sealing this historic move. The emotional reaction? Unquestionable. They see Woolen as the missing piece, the final puzzle piece to a Super Bowl run. The coaching staff, from defensive coordinator Christian Parker to head coach Brian Schottenheimer, is reportedly ecstatic about the possibility. Everyone knows that Woolen could be a cornerstone for their defense for the next decade. It's the sort of move that makes franchise history. Now, let's break down how this would work financially. Woolen's market value is sky-high due to his age, talent, and potential. With the salary cap rising in 2026, the Cowboys could structure the deal so that they're paying him big money but spreading it out over several years. They might include upfront signing bonuses, guaranteed money, and performance incentives that could push his total payout to the hundreds of millions in the long run. But the real beauty is in the details. They could create a deal that allows flexibility, keeps the cap space manageable, and ensures Woolen stays in Dallas long-term. That's how you build a dynasty, bro. That's how you make sure that your franchise isn't just competitive but dominant for years to come. It would be a nightmare for coordinators. A nightmare Dallas is eager to create. The fans are already buzzing, social media is exploding, and the entire league knows that something historic is about to happen. The next 48 hours will be critical. As I wrap up, just remember, this isn't just a story. This is happening in real time. The Dallas Cowboys are on the verge of making a franchise-altering move, and if all signs point true, Woolen will be a Cowboy soon. Can you imagine the fit, the swagger, the absolute chaos that will ensue? I want you to drop a comment below. I want him or NAH. Support me on Buy Me a Coffee because, honestly, YouTube has demonetized my channel, and I'm supporting my family and my autistic son. Your support keeps me going to bring you these exclusives. Now, for the grand finale, let me state this clearly. The NFL is about to witness a seismic shift, and the name that will inevitably be linked with that change is none other than Rick Woolen. Yes, Woolen, the Seattle Seahawks star cornerback, the guy with the size, speed, and instincts that make quarterbacks tremble. He's heading to Dallas. This is the story of a lifetime, a move so bold it could redefine the NFL's landscape. Imagine Woolen in Dallas Cowboys colors, patrolling the deep, shutting down the league's best, and helping the Cowboys finally bring home that elusive Super Bowl trophy. It's all possible, and I promise, I'll keep you updated every step of the way. Support me on Buy Me a Coffee, because I'm risking everything to bring you the truth. Support your channel, support your passion, support a guy who just wants to tell you the real story. The NFL world is about to get turned upside down, and I want you to be the first to hear it. Drop a comment. I want him or NH. Subscribe for more. Share this video, because the biggest story of 2026 is just getting started.